We welcome you all in here on KSM Productions for this broadcast of 12U Tier 2 hockey between the Lysander Lightning and the Buffalo Regals. Game 2 of the doubleheader between these two squads here from Three Rivers Athletic Complex in Baldwinsville, New York. Lysander walks into this game at 500, sitting at 22, 22, and 5, following that last loss in Game 1 and against the Regals. Buffalo moved up to 22, 15, and 3 following that victory. And Game 1 certainly was quite an interesting matchup. You had the Regals starting off hot. You got getting 2 goals in the first period, going up 2-0. Lysander responded, it made it 2-1. Regals went right back, scored 2 consecutive goals in the second period before Lysander picked it up there in the third, scoring 3 straight, tying the game at 4. However, a ill-timed penalty by the Lightning gave a power play opportunity to the Regals, which they cashed in upon, which made that game 5-4, and that's how that one would end, with certainly no lack of scrums at the end of that game. Certainly got pretty heated and physical as that game went on. We'll see if that energy continues to present itself in this one. Both teams wearing the same color jerseys as they did in their last game, and Lysander and Buffalo both with the same goaltender in net for this one, as there's only one goaltender dressed per side today. That being for the Buffalo Regals, number 1 on Ben Keem. Keem played a very strong game there in Game 1, facing a number of odd man rush opportunities and a lot of Lysander players coming in with speed, getting moves on him. He was able to shut them down for the most part. Few did sneak by, but he ultimately was able to hold them in there as they weathered the storm of the Lightning in the third period before finally taking that game away. Meanwhile, on the other side for Lightning, Robert Alston back in goal following that loss this afternoon. Certainly didn't play a bad game by any aspects. However, the Regals kept coming at him there in the third period. Eventually, they were able to sneak one by. Lightning defense here looking to limit the amount of good opportunities that are put onto net today from Buffalo. And with that here, we are just about set to go at Three Rivers Athletic Complex. Lysander in the white, Buffalo in the blue. Lightning starting from shooting from right to left, Buffalo from left to right. We will take a moment here as these teams get set to go. With that, we are ready to get started here as they both pick up their pucks from warm-ups and the nets get inspected. New officiating crew in for this game. Here's a look at the Lysander net here as they prepare. We got Cole Hawthorne standing on the net there for some reason. Not too sure what's going on there. But with that, we are ready to get started. Lysander are looking to not drop below 500 for the first time this season. Buffalo looking to cruise away and pick up a victory and complete the sweep of the doubleheader. Likely the final home games for the Lightning this year unless more are scheduled, so they better make this one count as they get set here to go. Officials getting pucks, and we are all set here to get underway. Jay Skellett matched up with Logan Geyser on the draw. Opening faceoff is taken. We are underway here in Baldwinsville. And the Lightning will win the draw off to the side. Trying to get it up there was DeBuono. And it's poked the other way by Buffalo. They send this one down in. Chavain. He will knock this one around. Up to Devaney. Devaney tries to get this one out, or excuse me, Chavain made that pass over to Skellett. And now here's Skellett now up into the offensive zone. He dumps this one on in deep. In pursuit is Devaney. Here's Colin Devaney down low, turning around, handing it on over. Centering pass attempt there from Wheeler, did not go. Wheeler picks up, looks for the middle, and that was not picked up. And here's O'Grady, makes a good play there off the bank, and he will send this one up the boards, but not quite out of the zone until the second effort there from Ben Krakowski. Offside against the Lightning, so we'll get our first stoppage of the game here just about 52 seconds in. Both teams just trying to set up their initial attacks. Face-off there is one forward by Heffron. He walks in from the side. Heffron cuts. He's got a lane to the net. He shoots and scores! Karsten Heffron gets the Lightning on the board on their first shot on goal. And a very similar situation to how we scored in the last game. And that'll make it 1-0 Lightning. It's a good job there by Heffron of just breaking in. He was able to beat the defender to the outside. Got the lane. And unfortunately, not much Keem could do there as he came in with such a high rate of speed. That'll make it 1-0 Lightning. That's an ideal start, but here comes Bentley the other way. He walks on in. Bentley, a drive. That one goes wide. That was Christopher Bentley there in the shot. Becker sends this one down low to Ladier. Ladier fires it up. Poirier cannot control that one, and it's sent back down low. Ladier playing on the puck. It's picked up there by Poirier on the wall, trying to get out of the zone. Becker sends it back down low. Savicki in pursuit of this for the Lightning. He stops, and he'll look up the ice. Oh, that one's going to get knocked out of the air right to Lanier. Poirier was right there to break that one up, or that would have been a dangerous chance there for the Regals off the weird deflection. Down low. That was Brewster on the puck. Turning now to the middle is Kujawski. He makes a move, and a good stick there by Poirier breaks that one up. He gets tripped into the wall, and our first power play of the game goes to the Lightning, and it looks like Poirier is down following that one. So I believe the call ended up being holding. And so it'll be Adam Kujawski who will head to the box. Looking back here on KSM Productions, Poirier able to get up under his own power and skate off. So Lysander's power play gets their first task of the day. Shots on goal 1-0 in favor of the Lightning, and now their power play unit goes out onto the ice. They were pretty successful there in that first game. However, eventually, Keem was the determining factor as we get a couple last-minute changes. Heffron out on the ice replacing Pearson. Face-off taken and won by the Regals as they try to clear this one out of the zone. Whacked around down low. Skellett on the side. Skellett walks. He thinks about it. He will continue to think about it. No one really pressuring him, so he's got a ton of time. He looks down to Heffron. Heffron turns, trying to escape. He cut to the middle. Couldn't get the shot off. Whacks it back up to Heindorf at the point. Heindorf a drive. That one is blockered out of the air. Spino trying to get onto this. Good play by Spino to Heffron in the middle and couldn't get that to go. And it's fired up to Heindorf at the point. Heindorf looking. He will send this one down low to Spino. Spino walks in to Heffron. Fanned on the one-timer. He got it right back, and that shot is turned away by Keem. Skellett. Great power play so far for the Lightning here, generating a lot of chances. Just got to find a way to get by Benjamin Keem. Up to Skellett. And he's going to lose possession of this. It comes out, and Heffron there gets taken out by the Ice Monster. And this comes out and gets sent down low. Austin will hold this one over to Heindorf. And here is Ben Heindorf going up the ice. Good pass on up for Skellett. Does not go. Heffron trying to get in there. And this is sent on over. Sent forward all the way down the ice. And icing the call against the Regals. And faceoff will go back into the Buffalo zone. 11:42 to go. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. And now here is the Lightning on the draw. Face-off one up to Chavain. Chavain shoots that one in, and it was sticked aside by Keem. Power play now over. Regals back up to full strength. Skellett turns, sends it down low for Devaney. Devaney looks for space, doesn't really have anywhere. He ends up just giving this up to Skellett. Skellett shoots, it got blocked. And here come the Regals back the other way. Dumped down in. In pursuit of this is DeBuono. Fires out, that's a good block there. Trying to make a play on the wall. Fired up and intercepted at the point there by Wyatt Becker. Sent back down low, back up to Becker. Becker walks in, he shoots, and the shot doesn't get all the way through. Here's Skellett with speed. This has been one of the ways the Lightning have been successful today, walking in with speed. Skellett turns, looking for an option, and he had it poked off his stick. And here come the Regals the other way on the rush. Looking up ice, passed over now to Ryder, who couldn't get the shot off. Savicki on the play it for the Lightning. He turns, tries jamming it up the wall, does not go, has to escape the other direction. Savicki brings it forward. He's got speed, but that's taken off the stick of him by Krakowski. Heindorf into the neutral zone. He will just dump this one down in. Lightning get some changes. Heffron line back on. Poirier returning now, following that injury earlier on. He carries this forward up into the offensive zone. Poirier dumps this one down low. Back to get this is Heffron. Engaged by Brewster, who ended up coughing up to Hawthorne, who just sent it around the other way. Shots on goal, 4-0 in favor of the Lightning. This gets sent around, looking up the ice, and here come the Regals. Now trying to get the transition game going. Here's Ryder, walks forward. Ryder with an option. It's a beautiful pass. The shot is turned away by Austin, who holds. So Regals' first shot on goal of the game, and Austin shaken up following the shot. Only goalie dressed today for the Lightning. So first shot on goal of this game from the Regals. Came off of that rush. It was a good play on the way in. Austin A-okay. He's able to stay in. A goal and back. So now we'll get some line changes here from the Lightning. Defensive pairing comes on off. We will resume. Heffron on the draw. He wins it over. Comes up to the point that goes by. Here's Poirier in pursuit of this. And he's going to pick this one up. Poirier on a breakaway. He walks on in. He shoots and scores. It's Tommy Poirier, and the Lightning are up by 2. Beat Keem over the left pad. Or technically my left, his right. And that'll make it 2-0. Big start for Lysander. Under 6 minutes gone by here. Lysander already 2 tallies on the scoreboard. And here's a 3-on-2 right off the faceoff. Brewster walks in. What a pass over. And that one just kind of went through Lanier's stick. Chavain trying to get onto this one. And that's a good play there by Brewster. He walks on in. Brewster makes a move. He's in alone. And he couldn't get the shot off. Lightning able to get involved there at the last second. That one's taken off of Heffron's stick, and it comes out the other way. Spino turns, tries to get to the puck. Heffron picks it up, has speed. He's got to beat one too many Regals, and he gets poked and then taken out by the Ice Monster. This is played around at the point, sent down low to DeBuono. DeBuono turns, fires. This gets blocked. Fired back up. Here's Heffron with speed. Karsten Heffron sends this one on by, and he can't get it. Had a good idea, just Regals read it perfectly. Now it's a breakaway for Buffalo. They move on in, scooting in, they score. And the Regals are on the board. It's Declan Reinheimer. Makes it 2-1. Face off one, here come the Lightning. Heindorf fires this down low. Wheeler in pursuit. Wheeler makes a move, and it's just sent down low. Fired around. Skellett in pursuit of this one. Skellett nearly able to get possession of it, but now it's a long pass up. This will set up a 2-on-1 for the Regals. It's Krakowski walks in. He sends it right into Hawthorne, who was lying down for the block, and it will be successful. Lightning bring it out the other way. Good chip up. Here's Devaney, and he has that one taken away, and here come the Regals down the other direction. Ryder, he will make a move. Couldn't get it by Hawthorne, and Hawthorne steps in to try to make the play on that one. Only one penalty in this game so far. Lysander scored on that ensuing power play. Here come the Lightning the other way. Here, it's Wheeler. Carries it forward. Wheeler being played there by, I believe that was Kajaski. Send down low. Comes up to the point. Regals tried to hit this one by. Krakowski couldn't hit this one out of the zone. Goes down low. Fired up the wall, Ryder. Chavain unable to hold it in offside. Efron wins the draw, tries to bring it forward. Poirier unable to control that, gets sent in offside. So face off right back in the same spot. Face off won by the Lightning. Heffron in pursuit of this. He was going against Bogulski, who ended up winning the race to the puck, using his reach to swap it away, or slap it away. Sent forward, and it's picked up by Poirier. Poirier, a drive, deflects wide. Becker, down low, fires it up. And the Regals attempt to clear the zone, and they're able to find room. Here comes Krakowski, walks on in from the side. Krakowski makes a move. He looks for Ryder in the middle, did not go. Becker, a shot from the point, and that one is turned away by Austin. Lightning now to break out. Heffron makes a move, trying to find space, looked for Poirier. The pass did not connect, and now it's up for Hawthorne. Hawthorne sends it down low. Penalty coming here to Buffalo. And Lightning right back to the power play. It'll be Ben Krakowski who's going to go to the box here for body checking. So Lysander's second power play of the game. They're 1 for 1. He had a good setup on the first one before ultimately being able to finish. Let's see if they can do it this time. Spino on the draw. It's won by the Regals, who try to chip this one out, but Chavain is there. Chavain cuts to the middle. He shoots, blocked. Tried again. That second try did not work. Devaney on the side. Devaney looks. He has Heindorf at the point. Heindorf, a drive! Goes wider than that. And this one gets slapped. Oh, that's held in at the point. Great job by Chavain. Chavain sends this one in. It bounces back. Shot there did not go. It's loose down in front. And they couldn't get that to go. And here come the Regals at the other direction. 6 minutes left in the first period. Hit on around. Devaney sends this one up. Spino couldn't get there in time. He's able to hold this one in just at the point. Walks on in before losing it, and this comes out the other way. Opportunity for the Regals. Bentley turns, and he will make the easy play back. Up to Brewster. Brewster cuts through, and it's taken away by Chavain. He walks forward. Chavain now in a weird 3-on-3 kind of thing. He walks forward and had his pocket nearly picked, but able to control that one. Chavain chops this one wider than that. Devaney down low. Turns. Looks. And that one is up to the point to Chavain. Chavain, a drive, deflects, they score! It's Thomas Chavain. It hit a Regal on the way in, and that'll make this one 3-1. So the Lightning able to hop back ahead by 2. And here come the Lightning. Heindorf sends this one down low. Heffron in pursuit. Fired up the wall there by Bogulski. And now it's sent up to the point. Heindorf holds it in, was looking for Heffron. Heffron wasn't able to get to it in time. Sent down the ice. This one's going to go all the way down. This might end up on net. Yes, it will. And so Austin's just going to have to cover this. Good forecheck there from the Regals, forcing him to have to just freeze that puck and give them the offensive zone faceoff. Shots on goal 7-3 in favor of the Lightning. This is sent forward. And now here are the Regals trying to make the play from the side. Heffron on the puck. This gets sent around. Wheeler looks forward. It's intercepted. Opportunity for the Regals. Sent forward. Right in front of the net. Save made by Austin. It's loose. And now he holds it. And now there will be a little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards. Austin able to hold on to that one. 4:20 to go. And the Regals there nearly able to get one by. Face-off won by Skellett. DeBono turns, looks up ice. Hawthorne looks. He just does not have an option there. And this is sent forward, intercepted by Poirier. Poirier sends it out of the zone. That's held in at the point. So I guess he didn't send it out of the zone technically. Whacked around the side. Regals much more there in terms of shots on goal here over the last couple of minutes. There's a good move, and Skellett just able to get in the skates of that one. Hawthorne chips it onto the wall, and it's sent back down low. Ryder on this. Matched up with Chavain. Chavain locks that one up. He looks up the ice. Hawthorne able to get to him. He's got to be careful he doesn't take a penalty, and which he will. So power play coming for the Regals. It'll be Hawthorne who goes off. He will get a cross check. So first power play of the game for the Regals. And we'll get our first look at this Lysander penalty kill unit. Face-off one comes up to the point. Heffron tries to get to it, and he got a stick on it. Spino taken out by the ice monster. Ladier picks up the puck over to O'Grady. O'Grady tried to send that one to the middle. Hawthorne got in the way. Or Heindorf, not Hawthorne. Bentley. Send it on over. Back to Bentley. Bentley on this puck. Surveys his options. Makes a good drop there to Latier. Latier to the middle. Got blocked. Heffron tries to pick it up. Comes up to the point. Here's 29 on this. 29 walks around. Makes a move. Goes back up to the point. Brewster. Brewster down low. It's sent to the middle. Over to O'Grady. O'Grady walks in. Good poke there by Spino. 38 seconds left on the power play. It comes up to the point and it'll escape the zone. Bentley makes a move. And Bentley's just going to get right back into the zone here. He walks in. He shoots one. Save made and held by Austin. 2:28 to go. That'll mark shot number 6 for Buffalo. Shots on goal 7-6 in favor of the Lightning. Face-off one comes up to the point, and this will be played 8 around. Nearly getting taken out there was Poirier, but was able to dodge the block at the last second. It comes up to the point. Shot comes in. Oh, what a shot. They score. A strike from the Regals. It looks like 98 Parker Hinman is the one with the shot there. And yes, it is. Goes upper 90 and makes this one a 1-goal game. Good setup there by Buffalo. Took them a while, but they were finally able to get that wide open shooting lane, and Hinman did not miss. That was Kujawski. This is sent down in to the middle. Kujawski picks it up. He shoots. Save made by Austin. Rebound. They were crashing the net, but they couldn't get to it. And now a big collision there on the wall. Nothing from the officials. They'll let this one play on. And this goes up. Here comes Wheeler. Wheeler with speed. Controls it forward. Wheeler makes a move. And that one did not go. Devaney sends this around. Hinman looks forward. Chavain nearly picked that one off. Able to stay on side. They got to stay on side again here, and they're able to. Devaney walks into the zone and has it taken away at the last second, but he picks it right back up, dumps it around down low. Heffron in pursuit of this. Doesn't really have anyone with him because of the line change ongoing for Lysander. Lightning complete their line change just in time for the Regals to break out of the zone. Now the Regals will go for a change, but they left the whole area of the ice wide open. They couldn't find it. Entire near side of the ice there was left open off that line change, and they just did not take that opportunity. Sent around down low. Here's Becker. 45 seconds. Fired up the wall. Heffron holds it in. Heffron still holding. And this one will be knocked up to the point. Savicki fires it off of Heffron's back, who proceeds to lose his stick. The Ice Monster is not been very kind today. This comes out the other way. It's a 2-on-1 for the Regals. They move on in to tie the game. Shot goes wide. And this one will go all the way back out, so 29 has to pick this one up. Sends it over. And here is Krakowski. Walks in. Gets it by Savicki. Krakowski shooting from the bad angle, and that one was denied. He certainly had an opportunity there, though. Oh, and now it's wrapped around to the middle. Save made by Austin. Rebound came out. They couldn't pick that one up. And that is how this first period will come to an end. Lysander certainly bearing the brunt of most of those chances allowed at the end of that period. Shots on goal 10-7 here as we go to the break. We'll be back here in a moment on KSM Productions. Do not go anywhere. We welcome you back here on KSM Productions just in time for the start of the second period. Hawthorne completely jumped the gun there. I mean, completely. He was about a good 2 feet over the red line, but they let him start. Just let them get underway here. They walk in, shot high and wide. 3-2 our score. Lysander started the game off very strongly. Regals certainly pushing back, and here's an opportunity in front of the net. Couldn't get that one to go on. Out to the point. Fisher, oh man. The puck luck just not there. Comes out of the zone, and they break right back in. Lanier from the side gets stick checked there by Chavain, and it comes out of the zone. Fisher fires it back down in. DeBuono fires it back out. And here's 29. Turning. Fisher makes a move. And that one's picked up by Poirier. Poirier an opportunity. Couldn't get free. Hawthorne sends it down low. Lightning make a couple of changes. And Regals here will look to break out and take advantage of the line change. They get it into the neutral zone where Wheeler is waiting for it, and he will carry this one back into the offensive zone, nearly running over Devaney in the process. Fired around down low off the bank pass. Heffron tries to get in there. Couldn't really land a stick on it. locked up there on the wall. And it comes out the other way. Here come the Regals. Carrying it forward. It's Bentley. Bentley walks in. He cuts, and that's a good stick there by Heindorf. Bogulski unable to hold this one in. It comes out of the zone. And they are just going to send this one right back down in. Heindorf tried to get to that one. It's knocked to the middle. Turning, shooting. Oh, that might have gotten blocked on the way, and I'm not sure if that was stopped or if that got blocked. They're counting it as a shot on goal here in the arena, so we'll count it as a shot on goal on our scorebug. This comes up, and it gets held at the point. Lysander here just trying to break out of their zone, and able to get by a few Lightning players there was Kujaski. Kujaski sends this one around down low. Looking for it are the Regals. This is sent back down low. Heindorf on the puck. He will fire this one. Deflects out of the zone. Heffron in a race for this. He picks it up, walks in, has Wheeler with him. Heffron will take the shot, and that goes high. Good defensive coverage, though, by the Regals there, taking the pass and forcing him to make that shot. Here's Hinman the other way. He has one of the goals for the Regals today, taken down. I didn't see what defender it was there on the rush for Lysander, who was able to get back and stop the attack. But again, I mean, great positioning. Able to keep the Lightning off the scoreboard there. Sent around. Spino nearly able to undercut that. But a good pull-away move at the last second. And this one is swallowed up and held by Austin. Regals dominating play here as of late. They've taken over shots on goal. Face-off one. Trying to get to it was Spino, who's just shot wide, who comes back up. Spino again on the wall. Chips it down the ice and into the neutral zone. Pearson in pursuit. Sent on over to Geyser. Geyser comes forward. It's intercepted now by the Lightning. Skellett carries it forward. Skellett turns, looks, tries to get this one off the wall. It's batted out of the air. Hand pass called against the Regals. We thank you all for tuning in to this one. Face-off here is going to come out of the zone. And it seems like I've forgotten to stop the clock. Well, while I try to reset the clock, it's played around into the zone. Picked up by Spino, dumps it in, nearly offside. Pearson able to get back just at the last second. 11-12 left to go. Fired in. Lightning able to hold this one in at the point. Skellett makes a move, loses it. It comes back over to Spino. Spino being played by Fisher. Good defense by Fisher there, able to get in the way of that one. Lightning here just trying to control this puck. They got to be careful they don't take a penalty here. And both teams will be able to remain at full strength off of that. Certainly we could have had a couple there down low. Officials deem no harm, no foul. Played around down low. Fired into the skate of the referee by DeBono, who then looks up the ice and finds Pearson. It's up at the point. Shot. It's deflected onto goal. Save made. And now we'll get some extra pushing and shoving. They're going to take them both, I'm guessing. DeBono got pushed down, and then in retaliation, Chavain gave him a shot as well, and that will be what sent him to the box. So they'll get one aside. Lightning bench asking for an explanation. Regardless, it'll stay 5 aside. Still trying to determine what the rationale was, and Lightning right now only have 4 on the ice. I'm not too sure what's going on right now. Lysander. So yeah, now they're gonna put the 5th on the ice. So it's 5-on-5. And out of all that, it'll be a face-off to Austin's left. It is won by Heffron. I keep almost saying Hawthorne. Savicki tries to take this one and comes up, and here comes Hawthorne actually this time, sending it up to the point. Bentley fires, save made there by Austin, who has had to make some key saves in this one. Heffron taken down, penalty upcoming, and a power play now to Lysander. And oh man, that was a trip that probably saved the goal there for Lysander, because that was a wide open feed in front of the net. Instead, it'll be a power play for the Lightning. Into the box goes Brewster. And Brewster is one of the players that is not actually on the roster that I have, so I do not know his first name. So if anyone in chat would like to help me out, please do. It would be greatly appreciated. So Lysander back to the power play. You got Heffron on the draw, matched up with Christopher Bentley. Face-off is won right over to Spino, whose shot goes wide. Spino in pursuit. This one is flipped around the wall. Poirier goes right to the point. Heindorf down the Poirier. Pass just went under his stick. Spino tried to catch it there, and Heffron picks it up there in the corner. Heffron looking. He walks in. He has a lane and had it poked away. That's a good defensive stick work there by the Regals, and they'll spring out a rush. Bentley walks on forward. Bentley, a shot deflects wide. Skellett got a stick in there, and Lysander needs to be careful and don't take a high stick. It comes on up. Here is Spino with some space. Spino into the offensive zone. He will drop it back for Heffron, who sends it down low. Back to Spino. Spino to the middle. Looked for Heindorf. Couldn't get the shot off. To the point. Skellett, bouncing drive. It got on that. They score! Spino puts it away. The bounce might have distracted Keem on the way in. And that'll make it 4-2. And I think the chatter there for clarifying. It is Mason Brewster. Lightning make it 4-2. Almost a mirror of what happened in that first game, just on the other side. Sent down low. The Lightning trying to control this one. Got 8:57 to go. Been a high-scoring affair so far. Out of the zone offside. And that will do it for the coincidental minors that resulted earlier. Chavain and Ryder both released back to their respective benches. Correction, Chavain is released onto the ice because they send him right out. Sent down low. In pursuit of this is Chavain. Chavain down low. I'm now just realizing I did not add that shot on goal from that last Lysander goal, so I had to do that real quick. This is sent forward. Hinman turns, looks for space. Hinman makes a move, goes back up, and here is Becker down low. Shipped up and remains in play. Wheeler has Devaney, but good defense there by Becker prevents him from getting that pass off. And that one's intercepted by Skellett. Skellett walks in, handed it over. He kind of just lost the puck. Good defense there by the Regals, able to take him off of that. That would have been dangerous. And the Regals try to break it out the other way, which they will successfully do. Penalty now upcoming, I believe, against, or never mind. Hand was raised for the icing, not the penalty. Gajowski fires, it got blocked. It still made its way through, and they couldn't get it to go. Chavain there, able to lock that one up on the wall. Regals get a couple shots on goal out of that sequence. Comes up to the point now. The shot, and that is gloved and held by Austin off the attempt from Logan Geyser. 7:27 left to go. Lysander up 4-2. Still a whole period remaining after this one. Lightning seeking to stay above 500. here in their final home game of the year. Here comes Heffron. Heffron with speed. Dumps this one down in. Poirier in pursuit. And it's driven over to the side. Hawthorne sends it around down low. Trying to find the puck. Still trying to find the puck. Now comes at the point. Savicki shoots. And it's swatted down. Heffron has it at his skates. He has to try to wrap it. Loses the puck. Kind of just overskated it a little bit and was forced to take it around. Here's Poirier. Tries to wrap it on the other side. Couldn't get it through. And now, good hit there by Krakowski. On in. Centering pass. Nobody home. Hawthorne tries to get to this one. Couple of plays there, whacked at by Heindorf. Here's Poirier, looks up for Heffron. Heffron now in the one-on-one. He tries to go wide. He walks on in, has a back checker coming, cuts, and he kind of just fell over. And we get a whistle here as the net was knocked off. As Carson is my little brother, I'm sure he is going to hear all about the time he fell over on a breakaway on the ride home. He will not be happy with me. A good bad check there from the Regals to get in on that one. Face-off is won, and here's the Regals. Kowalski looks up, fired, and it goes at the point, sent back in. Opportunity now for Buffalo to get this one out of the zone. It's Bentley, carries it forward. 6:04 left to go in the second period of play. And it comes down in. O'Grady looks up, looking for Ladier, and it goes down the ice, icing against the Regals. Face-off won by the Regals. They try to break it right out. And this is chipped up and not quite by Chavain. Pearson got a stick on it, trying to get into the offensive zone now are Buffalo. Dump down in. Skellett turns it to the point. Bogulski fires, did not go. And here comes Skellett trying to bring it forward. It's sent back down in. And it comes out of the zone. Here's O'Grady. Looks up the ice. Bentley walks on in. Bentley driving. It's over to Ladier. Ladier's shot. There it goes wide. Here's Kujawski down low. Kujawski with some space. Turns. Looks to the middle, and the pass got deflected up. Spino tries to whack it out of the zone himself. Does not do so. Skellett forward. Skellett makes a move. Cuts back. Ended up losing it. It's Pearson. Sends it back in. And now here come the Regals trying to get out of the zone. Hinman from the side. Hinman to the middle, and that one did not go. Heindorf carries it forward. Heindorf down to the offensive zone with speed. He shoots it, did not get that one all the way through. Wheeler in a battle for this one. This is chipped up, gets by Heffron, and now in pursuit of this one are the Regals. And Heffron able to turn this one out the other way. Becker picks it up, tries to jam it along the wall. And Lysander was there to break that one up. Wheeler makes a pass up here for Devaney and into the offensive zone. Devaney looking to the middle, was looking for Wheeler, got picked off, and here come the Regals the other way. Stepping forward, and Heindorf able to take that one away. Savicki comes out the other direction. Savicki into the offensive zone. Kicks it on in, and it's sent down low. Here's 29 on the puck. Looking forward for a Buffalo. That one got it did get intercepted. Here's Heffron. To the middle for Poirier, did not go. That's to the point. Savicki unable to hold this one in, and now here come the Regals out the other way. Geyser in a battle for it, and it will make its way back out of the zone. Here's Poirier, looks up for Skellett. Skellett walks on in. He's able to get rid of one defender, and the shot there was turned away. And now here comes a 2-on-2 the other way. Krakowski from the side. Up to the point. Geyser shooting there, went wide. Battling for that one. Geyser. Hand it back around down low. Sent over. Geyser again. Back down low. Back to Geyser. Poirier able to get in and control this one. Trying to just get rid of this puck, and they're going to be able to. Comes up to the point. It's held on in. Krakowski sends it one down low. And a wraparound attempt there. Getting there in time was DeBuono. That's the point. There's a pass. It goes awry out of the zone. Poirier in pursuit. In the offensive zone come the Regals. From the side. Turning. Looking back for Krakowski in the middle. He shoots wide. Was looking bottom right corner and just could not get that to go. And here comes Chavain. Lightning just trying to get this one deep. O'Grady makes a move. Turning. Dishes it that one back for Brewster. Kendall DeBuono nearly picked that one up. And it walks on in. Bentley did not go. Bentley again. Shoots that one, deflects wide. And it comes up out of the zone. And now here comes Poirier, walks on in. Lysander here will make line changes and pass up to Mason Brewster. Brewster looks up for Bentley, did not go. Spino walks the other way. Spino into the offensive zone, cuts there, did not go. Turns back. Spino to the middle, looking for Heffron, that did not go. Heffron trying to get a stick on this. And it's played out of the zone there by Brewster. Lysander sends it right back down in on goal. Knocked back in. Spino with 35 seconds left. Walks and kind of just lost the puck, but it comes down for Pearson. Pearson, centering pass for Heffron, who fanned on the shot. Heffron goes up to the point to Savicki. Savicki a drive wide. Spino trying to get onto this one. They go down the ice here. 18 seconds left. Regals looking to maybe pop this one in for an opportunity of their own. Down to 10 seconds left in the period. Brewster dumps it down in, and that should kill off most of the rest of the time in this period. Final 3 seconds will tick away. Maybe an opportunity here for the Regals. They stole it down low. Shot there, save made by Austin at the buzzer. Certainly not the ideal way to end the period for the Lightning. Had their pocket picked behind the net, then nearly gave up the goal in front. But that'll be it for the second period of play. We'll be back here in a moment on KSM Productions. We're back here for the third period action. 4-2 our score. We are underway. Third period underway. Gujowski tries to hit this one forward. Here's Chavain. Couldn't get that one out of the zone. Sent down low. Opportunity for the Regals shot there. The Buono there, a little shove from behind on Reinheimer. Broke that one up. Set forward, Chavain. Couldn't get to that. Chavain hits this one out of the zone. It'll go all the way down the ice, and it will probably make it for the icing. Which it will. Icing called. Regals out shooting the Lightning 18-10, but the scoreboard suggests otherwise. 4-2 our score. Lysander with the lead. Just about 35 seconds gone by here in the third period. Face off won by Lysander. Comes up to the point. Shot comes in. Goes wide. Heindorf up the wall. And here is Heffron carrying it forward. Karsten Heffron into the offensive zone over to Poirier. Poirier tries to find Heffron in the middle. Got blocked. And now here come the Regals, who will skate this one on out. Now an opportunity for Buffalo. They walk on in. They stay on side from the side. And able to get down into that one was Savicki. He might have held on a little bit, but was able to get away with it nonetheless. Comes on out. Poirier nearly picks that one up. Shot comes in there. Save made by Austin. Regals approaching 20 shots on goal in the game. And walk on in here. This one goes wide. Sent back down low. Buffalo trying to set things up. There's a good move. Centering pass wide open. They score, and the Regals make it a one-goal game. It's Hinman again. Parker Hinman, his second of the game. Was left open right in front of the net. Nobody around him, and he easily buries that one. Bit of a defensive breakdown by Lysander there, letting him get so wide open. And that's going to make this one 4-3. Shots on goal now 20-10 per my count in favor of the Regals. This one's turned over. Here's Pearson. Walks in. He shoots, and that one goes over the net. Was looking upper 90. Skellett on the draw. He wins over to the side. Played down low. This is Bogulski. Fires it up and springing the breakout. Here comes Geyser into the offensive zone. Geyser has Ryder on the other side of the ice. It's dropped back over for Krukowski. Krukowski down low to the middle. Oh, man, what a wide open opportunity that one was. That Austin was able to deny. Here's Skellett the other way. Skellett to the middle. Backhands it. Oh, and there's a good save by Keem to keep that one out of the net. Couple players tied up there in the half boards. Sent around down low. Shot comes in, goes high and wide. Chavain. He gets hit there, and we'll get a penalty upcoming to Buffalo for a body check. It'll be Braden Ryder who will go to the box. So Lightning power play back to work. It's been successful at times today, and then at other times the penalty kill has been the dominant factor for the Regals. Looking to get this thing back and up to a 2-goal advantage are the Lightning on this power play. Spino tries to get to that one. It's played around down low, and it goes through Heffron's legs, but Heindorf is there to hold it at the point. Sent back down low. Slapped up the wall. Chavain knocks it down. Here's Heffron. Heffron walks. He shoots one there, fought off by Keem. That's a good job there by Keem, able to get in and just fight that one off, just knock it down. Heffron walks in. Heffron makes a move. He turns, looks for Spino in the middle, and that one is loose still. Now it's not. Now it's covered. So the Lightning unable to get that one to go. And here is a new penalty kill unit for the Regals. Face off won by Heffron over to the side. Skellett at the point. Chavain back down to Skellett. Makes a good move. Sends it down low. Was looking for Heffron. Just took a weird bounce off the glass, and the Regals will gladly take advantage of that. Ladier gets by. And now here come the Regals out the other way. Looking to tie this game up. It was Reinheimer, sent it down low. And we're going to get a whistle here. I believe it was an icing, question mark? Not too sure what it was. Regardless, faceoff comes back to the Buffalo zone. And we'll get some changes here from the Lightning as they put on their second power play unit. Faceoff is won by the Lightning. Heindorf at the point. Heindorf looks. Doesn't really have any open options. Just looks to throw it at the net. And it was sitting right there in the middle. Savicki, a drive save made there by Keem. When Savicki can wind up, he's got a good shot. And that time, Regals are lucky. Oh, man, what a one-timer opportunity. That's stopped by Keem. He holds. And talk about wide open on the one-timer. Skellett there had a wide open look. And Keem just gets right over and swallows that one up. Skellett on the draw. Power play is now over. Played around down low. Chipped up. Here is Kolowski that was held in, or not held in. Sent down low by Skellett. Lysander back on the forecheck. 10:35 to go. Regals looking to come from behind here and seal this one. Buffalo looking to get the sweep. That shot there got deflected high. Lysander looking to split with the Regals. And now here comes Buffalo out the other way. They walk on forward into the offensive zone. Kojaski sends that to the middle. Got blocked by Skellett, who's going to immediately return it the other way. Skellett taking on 3 Regals on his own. He still has the puck somehow. He still has it. He shoots. It was turned away by Keem. Skellett able to get through like 3 different Regals. Up to Spino. Does not get the shot off. Spino instead turns, flicks it on in, and he has to deal with a few Regals down there. Heffron took the wrong side. This comes forward, back down. Fired up, held in at the point, and now it comes to, or not. Not too sure how that one did not come out of the zone. Heffron to the middle, knocked out of the air by Keem. Lysander here pressing for that insurance goal. Just have not been able to get it. Chavain sends it down low. Spino in pursuit. It's whacked back to Heffron. Heffron turns. He lost it. Comes out the other way. DeBuono at the point. Looks on over. Chavain walks in, fires it down low. Spino in pursuit. Fired up. Bounced over Heffron's stick, held in at the point, sent down low. And getting in this one is Pearson. Heffron again turns, and this comes out the other way. Here come the Regals. Kajaski sends it down low. DeBuono fires it up. Heffron picks it up, and he goes up the ice with it. Here's Carson Heffron, chips this one on by. The ice there nearly disagreeing with him, and ultimately the Regals were able to take it back the other way. All the snow on the ice there kind of just slowed that one down. And here come the Regals the other way. They make a move, and that one comes back up to the point. Shot fired down low. Skellett on the puck. Whacks it around. And on over to Poirier. Fires it around. Savicki. Sent down over. Ryder. Heindorf. Savicki back down low with it, and he will try to clear. He looks up, and he has his target, and it is Skellett. Skellett carries it forward into the offensive zone. He gets through one defender, still with it. He cuts to the middle before being hit into the crossbar. Trying to get to the puck. It is played out there by the Regals, trying to get it out of the zone. Heindorf on this one, 7 minutes left. Comes out of the zone, and now here comes Ryder, trying to carry it forward. Whacked all the way around. Hawthorne steps in, and it gets by him, and now here come the Lightning out the other way. Skellett, 2-on-1. It's Skellett. He shoots that one, save made by Keem. Held in there at the point, looking over. Skellett gets a stick on it, but not enough to hold this one in the zone. The Regals take it out the other way. Buffalo trailing by 1. Here's 6:23 to go. And now here's a long drive fought off by Austin. It comes up. Here's Mason Brewster. Sends it down low. Making a play on it is Bentley to the middle. Centering pass. Oh, what a find. And what a finish. Jack Bogulski. It's 4-4. We're tied. What a feed. Bogulski got into space, and he's able to put that one away, and that's another goal for the Regals of Lysander, just leaving them wide open in front of the net. And now Buffalo looking to take a come-from-behind victory here. Here's O'Grady from the side. O'Grady, centering pass, and that one was turned away by Austin. They let him walk right back in. Regals can feel the momentum shift. Here is Spino trying to get this one out. It's taken away. Heffron gets in there, and eventually Spino's able to peel that one off. Heffron looks, and now he's able to get it out of the zone. Ladier on the side. Ladier trying to play this one. It's held up at the point and picked up by the Lightning. Comes out of the zone and now in offside. .5:10 left to go. Shots 24-18 in favor of the Regals. It's won by Buffalo, sent down low, comes up out of the zone. Spino looks forward, up to Heffron. Devaney picks it up. Devaney, Heffron carries it forward. Spino tries to get onto this one. And this goes forward, and there's a good play now by the Regals. Making a good move. And this is held around down low. Comes out of the zone. Becker shooting wide. Spino up the other way. Spino hits this one by, goes all the way down. Heffron in pursuit, 4:25 to go. It's whacked forward and nearly picked off by Skellett, but instead it's a rush the other way. Breakaway for the Regals. Oh, and that's good defense by Lysander. Heffron trying to rush the other way. Still with the puck somehow. He walks on in. He gets played. He turns, shoots, and it's kicked away by Keem. Now Mark shot 19 on the day for the Lightning. Here come the Regals out the other direction. Wheeler picks it off. Wheeler, that sends a middle. Pearson nearly able to get a hold of that one to take the shot. Sent on over, looking up, and now into the offensive zone come the Regals, but the Lightning just take this one right back and send it out of the zone. Here's Krakowski, sends it down low. Fired up, got blocked. Ryder gets in. Ryder on the side. This gets fired around, and now here is Skellett. Skellett goes up. Trying to get this one off the wall. Now the Regals pull it to the middle. Wheeler picks it up there on the side. Under 3 minutes left. And it's held in by Buffalo. And the drop pass there is barely held in at the point. Just a little inaccurate. And that nearly cost the Regals the zone possession. Buffalo in full control right now in the offensive zone, just trying to get this one out of the corner. Now it comes up, and Wheeler makes a move, and he will be off to the races. Here's Wheeler, a 2-on-1. They walk in. Wheeler pulls it to the middle, and Pearson couldn't turn around for the shot. Ice Monster takes him out in the last second. Goes up the other way. 2:10 left to go. Couple changes here for the Lightning as they try to get some fresh bodies on during this battle along the boards. Sent down low. Stepping up, Hawthorne from the side. Hawthorne fires this one all the way around, and here is Chavain. Chavain down low, 1:48 to go. Lysander's got to make sure they don't take a penalty here, which they do. Poirier's going to go to the box here, and he's still whacking at him. And now the Regals have a huge opportunity. The retaliatory cross-check, and now he's going to be teed up. And so now, I mean, it wouldn't matter anyways because there's only 1:33 left. So it's not like it would give them a 2-minute power play with a double minor, but it'll still put them on the power play for the remainder of the game. And into the box will go Poirier. Cross-check and an unsportsmanlike conduct doubles up for the double minor. And the Regals now a huge opportunity. I'm a bit surprised nobody's taking their time out right now.
Let's go.
Here we go. Regals an opportunity to once again win in the last few minutes of the game. It would be a crazy come from behind win here. They were trailed by 2. Looking to overcome the adversity, but they're going to pick up a penalty. And now we'll be 4-on-4 for the remainder of the game. And it'll be Christopher Bentley who's going to go off. It'll be for, I believe, roughing. So rough is the call. Now we have a lengthy 4-on-4 and a tie game. Face-off won by Heffron. It might spring a rush for the Regals, but good stick placement by Skellett. Shot there is easily kicked away by Keem. And this one goes up nearly over the Springer rush. Heindorf turns the other way. He will send this one in down low. 55 seconds left to go. Heffron steps to it. Skellett on the puck. Skellett makes a move. Cuts to the middle. It's loose out in front. Can they get to it? And Keem dives on the puck. And now some more pushing and shoving after that one. And so no penalties resulting from that. 43 seconds to go. Regals here trying to spring a rush. Heindorf steps up, and he's able to delay most of the momentum of that. Heindorf looks, carries it forward, gets played, he sends it down in. Heffron in pursuit of this, and the Regals are going to be able to get this one up, and now this is going to be a 4-on-2 the other way. They walk forward, getting in the way there was Skellett. O'Grady on this one. And here's Skellett with it. Skellett walks on in, has a player on him, he shoots wide. And it's going to come out of the zone. That should probably do it. Heffron maybe. And that's going to be picked off, but 1 second left, not enough time. And that is the end of the game. One last second opportunity wouldn't have counted anyways. That's the end of this one. Our final score, Buffalo 4, Lysander 4. Lightning will stick at 500 through the weekend, and Buffalo will tack on their seventh tie of the season. So that will do it here from KSM Productions. We thank you all for tuning in for this doubleheader. Lightning and Regals tie at 4. We will see you all next time here on KSM Productions, and farewell.